My name is Jennifer, and I need to share something deeply personal with you. A story about spiritual invasion, betrayal, and the battle to reclaim my soul. It started like any fairy tale. The flowers, the promises, the warmth of new love. I thought I had found myself forever with my husband. But 2 years in, everything changed. The silence became deafening, punctuated only by bursts of anger and manipulation. Little mind games that made me question my sanity. But something even darker was happening. Something I couldn't explain at first. My body began to feel different, like it wasn't entirely mine anymore. A fog settled over my mind, making simple tasks feel impossible. My loved ones started noticing too. "You're not the same person," they'd say. "What happened to the Jennifer we knew?" Deep down, I knew it too. I started forgetting things, having emotional breakdowns that seemed to come from nowhere. Now you might think, well, of course, you were in a toxic relationship. But this was different. This was deeper, more invasive. It felt like another presence had invaded my space, my mind, my very being. Like something was trying to push me out of my own body. My health began deteriorating without any medical explanation. I developed infections I'd never had before. Not STDs, but mysterious ailments that doctors couldn't quite explain. It was as if my body was fighting an invisible battle and losing. I sought spiritual guidance, but all I got were dismissive responses. Just pray about it, as if I hadn't been praying all along. "You're reading too much into things. Do you have any proof?" But deep in my soul, I knew something was wrong. That's when I started researching, diving deep into understanding what was happening to me. I discovered something profound. When you share intimate space with someone, especially someone unfaithful, it's not just physical. In one article it said, if you allow someone to make love to you, this process is sacred. This process is more serious than most would admit. You exchange energies and their DNA stays in your system for 7 years. That could mean everything positive or negative that the person my husband cheated with could pass to me. This also could mean that whatever that person struggles with, I too now will. It could mean I have inherited the sins of the father, sort of speak. This is not me and something is happening. I realize I can't say if the author is accurate or if I am ready for an answer or not, however something is happening to me. I often wonder if there was a ring of truth to any of it. Slowly but surely, something happened. My body was shutting down in various ways, and my needs and wants changed as well. There were desires and fantasies I had never thought of I suddenly liked. There were days I couldn't think clearly, as if some of the thoughts I was having weren't my own. I went to therapy to see if I was having a nervous breakdown or something. But whenever I explained the infidelity, the therapist gave me a clear report. "You have the right to feel the way you feel," she would say. "You were deceived by someone you loved." The only explanation was spiritual. I had to face that my husband had an exchange of energy, of spiritual DNA, if you will. My husband wasn't just cheating physically. He was bringing back fragments of other souls, other energies, into our sacred space. All those unexplained symptoms, the feeling of being invaded, the personality changes, they weren't just signs of a failing marriage. They were symptoms of a spiritual invasion, a toxic soul tie that was draining my life force. This realization was both terrifying and liberating, because once you name something, once you understand what you're fighting, you can finally begin to break free. And that's exactly what I had to do, break this soul tie before it broke me completely. I'm sharing this because I know I'm not alone. Sometimes the battle we're fighting isn't just physical or emotional, it's spiritual. And recognizing that truth is the first step toward reclaiming yourself. Please like, share, and subscribe for more.